Now, Rosemary Nzembi grew up in Ukambani in a small village with big dreams to live and work overseas. She got her wish when she relocated to the United States, where she earned a university degree and got a fulfilling job. However, the desire to help children back home in Kenya would grow stronger until she gave in, packed everything, returned home, bought land in Ruai, and turned it into a recreational space in the dry grasslands of Ukambani. On tonight's Her Say, Rosemary shares her story of how she brought joy to the children in Ruai.
Her Say in association with Nivea Dry Fresh.
Discover the new Nivea Dry Fresh deodorants for longer-lasting fresh fragrance.
Just off Kangundo Road in Ruai is the Wimberley Place. It's unlike anything you'll see 4 kilometers here. A basketball court, field and library are some of the amenities that kids from this Ukambani neighborhood take advantage of every day. Rosemary Nzembi is the woman behind this dream she conceived some few years back while still living in the United States.
After being away for about 6 years, I came home for the first time with a Christmas project. And when I saw the joy in these kids' faces, it reminded me of me when I was a little girl many years ago, when these guys would come and just give us a piece of candy, and it meant the world. And I gave them to the kids, and I realized not a lot had changed. Kids appreciate very, very little.
She came back and forth for 6 years until she had to make a choice.
I was so hooked on these kids. It's like I wanted to spend more time with them. I would come home for 5 weeks. I go back to work for another year and a year and a half. And I feel like that joy is drained. I need to come back for a refill. I knew it was time for me to come. And because I would drive, whenever I came on holiday, I always drove on this road. And I would see a bush. But in that bush, I always saw a library. And I saw a playground like what you see behind me. And then I saw a house at the corner that was going to be my house.
Rosemary relocated in 2011 and continued her outreach by setting up a bouncing castle, food and books at the community market on Kangundo Road. That eventually grew into a library, basketball court and recreational field on her property that also plays host to her personal home.
Slowly kids started coming around because there's no place here for them to play, and we all know that playing is a huge part of a kid's development and even learning. And so I wanted to give them a fun learning environment where they can come to borrow a book in the library, read, come out and play, just be kids. Be kids in a very child-friendly environment. I felt like that's what I wanted to create. And I also wanted to create a place that can be used for school workshops, youth workshops, a place where they can come for true empowerment.
For now, Rosemary keeps her doors open, offering a little escape to these children that never had access to facilities like these before she made it possible.
I like what Martin Luther King said. Everybody cannot be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is gained through service. So if we can just embrace that, a spirit of service, it's not about me, but what can I do for you? I think we'll be living in a better world and a better community.